Guys, we're back at it again, baby. Another episode, except today's Sunday, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Jesse wanted to do a morning podcast show this morning. I don't know how well that's going to work, because I usually like to drink during these sessions. Would it be weird if I put a little alcohol in my coffee? I also have strep throat, but we're not going to tell Kurt, because Kurt's a fucking weirdo germaphobe. Instead, we're just gonna pretend like everything's okay. And then when he comes to edit it, he's gonna realize that I have strep throat and I'm the reason he's sick. We love you. Please subscribe to the Patreon. It's $5 a month. Contribute $5. Is the doors locked? They don't want me inside, guys. They lock the doors. We love you and subscribe. What the fuck? Why won't this thing turn off? Have you seen Post Malone shit?
He looks like he's losing it, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks like he's cracked out, right?
Yeah.
And all his fans are saying that.
His last, I'm like, this motherfucker's just jamming out to this music. I'm like, we're recording? He's like, yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
He's like, yeah, fuck you guys. I just play some reggae.
Yeah, I'm just about to turn on some Tupac. Yeah, he looks weird, dude. They put out 3 clips and he's like doing like weirdo shit, but like most people are saying like, nah, it's just him, he's an artist. Like, you guys just don't understand. He's really just feeling the music. And it's like, no, he's a drug addict, dude. It's clear as day that he's doing too many pills, bro. He's skinny. People are like, look how healthy he is. The fucking guy smokes 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Yeah. He always has a beer in his hand. Yeah. He is not on the Atkins diet, motherfucker. Like, he is not doing some shit. Like, people are just so ridiculous. And he doesn't even look skinny healthy. Like, skinny healthy has a certain look to it. There's a... Yeah. You're losing weight, but you look good. You don't. Yeah. Like, unhealthy sick is just your whole body just starts to totally cut
when
weight.
people are like, oh, he's an artist, he looks like if you go through the past 50 years of stardom, he looks like a rock star who's about to fucking go on, lose it. You know what I mean? Somebody who's on drugs and fucking.
Look, I think he got famous way too young. Yeah. He was very young, and he's a very good artist. But I think if you're not mentally strong enough to handle a lot of that shit, like, especially at that young age.
I feel like most people, who can be mentally strong enough to handle that shit?
You're at a better position if you're older.
Yeah, for sure.
The more shit you've been through. Like, look how skinny he looks, dude. Yeah. He looks terrible.
Maybe he's not drinking Bud Light anymore.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm down to Miller Lights.
I'm just sucking fucking vodka.
He's a very good artist. I hate his performances, though. I think it's just too much. He's doing the most. I just can't take it. I can't watch it. It's like cringy to me. He's like fucking rubbing himself and like, I'm like, dude.
He's like emo fucking. That's his thing, right?
No, but like now he's I don't know. I think he's just leaning into the fact that he's about to fucking lose it.
I think he's super talented.
I think he's so talented. I love his music. Yeah. I absolutely love his music. I think
he's also one of those artists that, like, his original shit was good and his stuff keeps getting better.
Yes.
Like, it's not like where they start to get weird and fall off. It's like consistent. And
very talented. Better. Very talented. When he goes into that studio, dude, he's probably like his motivation. Well, he's definitely high as a kite. But he's very good. I think he needs to fucking slow down. A lot of people say the drugs is what make you
Yeah, but you know what though? Little known fact is that like most really good recordings are not done by artists on drugs. Performances that you see, that's different. But like in the studio, like when shit's good, it's very rare that an artist is like fucked up because like it's really difficult to produce any kind of real performance.
Well, pills I feel like are a little different. Pills don't necessarily, unless you take a lot. But if you like a pill head and you're consistently on pills, pills will kind of just mellow you out.
I don't know much about pills.
You want to take one with me?
Well, I'm about to get fucking oxys.
Ooh, let's share. We can break them up on here and sniff them.
Nah, but he looks fucked up. He looks fucked up, man.
Sniff oxys?
Yeah.
That's
a thing?
See, probably the only way you do it, or chew it.
That's like the pro drug addict way?
Yeah, sniff it. Rail an oxy and then fucking... Or you chew it. Chewing is...
Chew it?
You chew it.
So not like drink it with water, how it's meant to be.
No.
Doesn't happen fast
No,
enough.
because it doesn't happen fast. Yeah, exactly.
What about you just like
You could put it in your anal cavity.
around the
That'll
rim of
work
your
too.
asshole?
Yeah, that might work too. Put it in your anal cavity.
I watched The Wolf of Wall Street last night, and that scene where he's got the fucking straw and he's putting it in the girl's asshole, and he's
ugh.
Dude, that movie
movie's
is so good. That is actually my favorite movie of Leonardo, and the reason I say that is because he played that role. Dude, that is a hard role to play. That is not an easy role to play.
No.
For someone like, unless you're really like that.
like from here, and
Unless
fucking-
you're really like you can fit, and he fit that financial douchebag.
but especially like New York brand. Fucking
Yes,
like
he
Long
did it so
Island,
well.
Queens,
Dude,
fucking like
Amazing.
Yeah, I know.
And the cast was fucking great. Everybody was so great.
Jonah Hill, fucking amazing. in
And
that
he's a
movie.
lifetime Hollywood guy.
I know.
Lifetime Hollywood guy who turns himself into a New York douchebag fucking finance guy.
Yeah.
I remember watching the movie and thinking of my cousin Danny because he had just like started working on Wall Street. And I remember thinking like, yo, this is Danny. He plays
is you.
Danny to a T. Like just... and to Danny's wife who's probably watching this, he doesn't snort coke out of women's assholes.
Nope.
Maybe he's done that in the past. I'm not entirely sure. He was a nasty fuck. But
what's your favorite part of that movie?
my favorite part is the when he takes all the Quaaludes.
The cerebral palsy phase.
With the Lambo?
And he's like, and he thinks he's talking to them, right? And it shows, and it
On the
shows the
phone?
car.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that is my favorite part. I remember just bro. I could not stop laughing at that part, dude. All the drug parts were just absolutely hilarious.
There's a lot
It
of
was.
parts.
They were just so fucked up, and I kept on thinking to myself, like, I only saw the movie once. This is the second time.
Oh, okay.
Like, so I've never been like one of those guys that like watches movies all the
I've
time.
watched it.
Ever.
I've watched it like 100 times.
But so I watched it and I'm laughing and shit, but then I'm also like thinking about like moments where like I've been fucked up like that, and I'm like, this is not good.
No,
This
not
is
good.
fucking really bad behavior.
Not good. Not good at all. But he was so good, dude. Every piece. It was like fun coupons. He's throwing the fucking dollar bills off the fucking
Yeah.
boat. Oof.
I love the speech is my favorite part when he's in the office.
I'm not
and he's
fucking
like,
leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, I'm not fucking like that.
You know?
Yeah.
Bro, that's so.
That scene's great.
When they're in the very beginning, when he's talking to what's his name, and
Matt McConaughey?
yeah, dude, he played such a good part
he was
too. And that
crazy.
little part,
Yeah.
dude, just those little things. And Leonardo's looking at him like, this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
And he turns into him.
He's like, how many times you jerk off a day?
He's like,
He's like,
I don't know.
gotta get your numbers up, bro.
Gotta get your numbers up. What a fucking movie. But I think there's, as much as it's exaggerated, I think there's like some truth to like that time period.
Of course.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Though they were
Bro,
fucking crazy.
there's
Bro,
so
that's
many
based
movies.
on his life.
yeah.
There's so many movies like this about certain people too.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah, well,
that
this was
culture.
based on what's his face?
Yeah,
Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort.
Belfort.
I
But he's
watched-
a loser in real life.
You know
Oh,
what? I
yeah.
kind of like him.
Nah,
On
I
TikTok?
think he's a jerk off. I think Leonardo's so much cooler than him in the movie.
Well, obviously.
In the movie?
He's
No,
never
but
going to be able to
sometimes-
compete with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know, but just like you see, I'm so used to like I remember the movie, then I look at him and I'm like, you're a dweeb. Like, there's no way you were.
Yeah.
You were snorting coke out of like ugly bitches'
The
ass.
sensationalism. Of
You ain't getting Leonardo.
But
type
like
bitches.
I've checked out his TikTok, and like he I don't know, like he's got a little, because he's like the real guy, like this guy. You've met
Yeah.
this guy.
Still
Yeah.
running schemes.
Yes.
Wall Street charges $40,000 for 2-day crypto workshop.
I know, what a
Get
psycho.
the fuck out
Like,
of here.
can you imagine? Fucking guy probably knows nothing about crypto.
No,
He's
that
like,
movie and social media, the best thing that fucking ever happened. This guy's back in the game.
I don't think he's back in the game.
He's probably making millions of dollars.
You think so?
Definitely.
I think I just saw a thing.
And I think he probably made millions of dollars from the movie. I mean, they had.
He's probably getting residuals from the
You know,
movie.
that's interesting. I wonder, like, what was his financial comp for that movie? Like, how does that work?
Probably like 5% equity, 10% equity. I heavily doubt these big Hollywood people are going to be like, we're going to give you a large chunk of equity in the movie.
Well, but I mean, the thing is it's his fucking life. So at the end of the day, in order
but
to,
if he already sold it, so we have to figure out if
So he's doing speaking events, so $100,000 to $200,000 to get him for a speaking event.
what?
Current net worth in 2022 is estimated to be $100 million.
Oh my god, who's paying this cocksucker to talk for 100 bands?
well, he had to have made big dollars from the movie. Had to have.
But even so, you paying this guy $100,000 to come talk at an event?
No,
I mean, I'm not.
No, but I'm saying, but that's how you have
I
to
go
look
talk
at
to
it.
my dad if I want to learn about shit like
but
that.
this is what I'm saying, Dad. So how'd you rob that old lady again? I have an old bitch that we just started to work with. I'm looking to rob her as well.
$115 million he defrauded people, and he's paid back $15 million since he's come back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking. See, but like, it's all fun and games until he took money from your pocket, you know? And it's like,
yeah.
you fucking piece
Dude,
of shit.
all these fucking Ponzi scheme people, you gotta be fucking special kind of a douchebag, you know?
Yeah,
But
look at what's his fame? Who was the biggest one? Madoff. I just saw that movie.
What, De Niro?
Oh,
It's a pretty good movie.
great movie. The Sons, it was just the son killing himself fucking took
Yeah,
me out.
Sad.
Very, very sad.
Super sad.
Very sad. I wasn't expecting that either.
Super
So
sad.
when he fucking hung himself like that, I was like, oh my God, dude, that was horrible. You know, because then, you know, that's like real life, dude. Imagine you work alongside one of the most powerful men in the world.
You believe your dad to be like this fucking hero. You believe him to be this
You
master
think you're
of the
getting
universe.
this kingdom. You're going to get this kingdom. You're the next in line to retain this fucking whole thing that he's created.
Yeah.
And then you find out
It's all fake.
one day, dude, it's just all bullshit. Oh,
Sketch killer.
dude, no money, no nothing. Nobody will hire you.
Yeah.
Your family's getting harassed. That's probably brutal, bro.
Without a doubt.
You know?
The truth is that Ponzi schemes happen all the time.
Yeah.
I hear about them all the time. There's a couple of podcasts I listened to where they were just talking about one. They were talking about one where, I forget who they were saying, like some famous investor right now came on. He was like the guest speaker on this guy's webinar where he was trying to get people into his scheme. And the guest speaker knew what he was doing and called him out right away, like showed some shit where he was in prison for doing it. And these people were about to give this guy like $10,000. So like on the webinar, he's like, he's like, I want to share my screen. And he brings up all the shit. And then he just is like, all right, I'm out, and leaves. And the guy's just sitting there on the webinar like, all right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a few. Everybody dropped off.
That's brutal.
Shit happens all the time.
It's America, bro. I mean, it's kind of part of the fucking, thing.
Well, think about it. You go on YouTube, every other like ad is like,
Yeah.
hey guys, do you want to be a cajillionaire in real estate?
Yeah.
Press this button below. Take my 5-week course. It's $3.99. And it's like fucking $3.99. You click it and you will be like me.
Yeah.
This is my Ferrari. And people are like, yeah.
I actually got wrapped up in one this morning. I was watching Action Bronson has some new. He's starting to put out more Fuck That's Delicious videos, which are fucking just great. So I got an ad, and it was a guy who had like the guy who had made all the money from him next to him, and he's like selling $17 Shopify stores. So the guy's like, yeah, I bought my Shopify store from this guy for $17. And he's like, in the first month, I made $50 million or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
First of all, how the fuck does YouTube let that shit out there? They censor
I know,
us.
I
They
know.
let these people fucking
Yeah.
scam people out of money.
Instagram won't even let me listen to music
No,
in
that
my
shit
fucking
is-
car. These cocksuckers are like, click my link below. I'm going to
Yeah.
take you for all you got. Fuck.
No, that shit is wild. That shit is wild that they're allowed to do that. Because some of that shit, there's this kid going around now. It's like, if you're in your 20s and you don't have a Lambo, you really have to ask yourself the question, why don't you have a Lambo? You know, if you're fucking invested in crypto and equity producing real estate, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
Do you have an Airbnb? Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like, do you
That's
want
the
Airbnb? The Airbnb people fucking
you
drive
don't
me
have
crazy.
at least 60 revenue producing Airbnb properties. I don't know what's wrong
It's
with you.
hilarious too, because look, the reality is, yes, there are plenty of people killing it with Airbnb, but no one, I don't give a fuck. You're not teaching anyone how to fucking invest in Airbnb by giving them a fucking course. Okay, that shit you have to grind from the bottom. You have to go through the process of learning
100%.
every single piece of making those mistakes. No, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not creating this fucking blueprint for people to go and invest. It's not gonna happen.
Two things are universally true. Money makes money. So if you have a lot of capital, you can make a lot more by having it. And then if you don't have capital, you need hustle, intelligence, persistence, and consistency over time.
But the truth is that those courses that you're talking about, forget about the ones that are scammy. That is probably one of the biggest growing businesses in this country.
100%. I'm doing a course right now. Hey guys, do you want to be an influencer?
yeah.
Are you interested in being a viral influencer celebrity like myself? Click my link below.
Yesterday we learned not to play music in our car when we're recording a long-ass vlog.
Yeah, I didn't, dude. It's so frustrating because I've done it before.
Yeah.
On multiple vlogs. But this one specifically, I don't know what it was. They just kept fucking taking it down. I was like, dude, but these were like 15-second clips of like me and my wife, like me yelling at her, be like, bitch, dance. Dance for daddy. You know, like, I'm not even, and they fucking taking that shit down, these cocksuckers.
You should ask Kurt about that. Kurt's the fucking king of copyright infringement.
Oh, yeah.
man.
That guy produces videos all the time. He's so proud of it. He's like,
care.
yeah, put this up on YouTube.
When we used to, when
what
we,
the fuck?
He doesn't care either. He's just like, for your party. He put like this crazy song in the back, and I'm like, Kurt, I don't think that's gonna work. They're gonna take it down. He's like, nah, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not
when
fine.
we first started, he would insert like full movie scenes, and like fucking like straight up like full movie scenes into fucking.
This
videos.
movie's great.
I'm like, cool, Kurt. We can only share this on a fucking jump drive around the office. You know?
I know. Hey guys, I'm texting you something real cool right now.
Listen,
Share it with your friends.
Kurt
via
plays
text.
by his own rules, man. He doesn't want to play by the rules.
I think he doesn't comprehend. Like for him, it's not logical. Like he's like, what do you mean? What's the big deal? They know it's not our movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
They know it's not our movie.
They know we didn't. Kurt didn't create it.
He also still edits like 2 VHSs to each other. Like, you know, that's how he does it, like tape recorders.
Yeah, he's very old school.
Oh, Kurt, yeah.
I'm like, I'm watching him do his shit, and it's just like very like.
He's got a process, though.
He does have a process, but you see these young guys do it, and it's like hilarious.
Zip,
Like,
zip.
I watched Justin edit, and it's like he doesn't even use the mouse. He's just like drag.
Yeah.
Keystrokes.
And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, how you doing that shit so fast?
100%.
You know, they do it a lot off like what the audio looks like. They don't even have to like see the video itself. They're like, come right here, come right here. I'm like, how the fuck? Yeah. Kurt's like, Control B.
No, but what Kurt is amazing at is he understands what the finished product needs to look like.
Yeah.
Like where he excels is that like he knows the people, like he takes the time to understand the people who are on the camera.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he'll make it more interesting by like not staying on somebody because he knows he's going to get a reaction out of them. So
Well, that's what I think a lot of people don't understand in the realm of production. I think like there's a big difference between like assembly and technical skill and then like the ability to choose moments and understand
the person,
context,
the people,
and all that kind of stuff. And it's rare that you find people that can do all of it.
Yes,
it's rare.
Yeah, you gotta choose what's most important.
Well, no, you got to create the team and have the assembly line. You have to have the ability to get all of the things done in the right amount of time, but then make sure that end piece is tight.
Some of these guys are just crazy, like fast, ridiculous. So you're like, how long it's gonna take? 2 days? And they're like, I give it to you in 25 minutes. It's like, what the fuck?
We have guys that we use overseas that are like fucking
the Indian guys
for like $50.
Yeah,
They're fucking for like $50.
The Fiverr Indian guys that don't speak English.
Well, that's telling the sauce.
No, we're all fucking American made here.
You have to email me. Email me what you want. I'm using translator.
The funny thing is, like, yeah, totally. But the funny thing is, like, then they find out Joey's like Snapchat and they're Snapchatting Joey and shit.
Yeah, are you gay? Because I like men. I'm in India, but I also like boys. Joey's like, oh yeah, Bukesh.
I'll fly you in.
Send me a selfie. Are you on fucking crushguysnuts.com?
Joey likes him a little brown. No, actually, does he? I don't think he does.
Yeah, he came back from that video shoot the other day. He was like, listen, I don't know what to tell you, but there was like half a dozen Indian men in there, and I don't know what it was, but they were fucking hot.
I was walking around with a full boner. He's like the typical Long Island gay guy.
Yeah.
Walking around that place like, wow, these Indians are good looking.
Smelled like the cologne section of CVS in there, definitely. You know?
Hey, Rakesh, you ever seen a pink penis? Oh my God. Is that your brother? Has he ever seen a pink penis? Is that your brother? I'll take down both of you.
Oh my God.
You've never had a white like me. That's hilarious. And they're like, oh, Joey, come to us.
That didn't take that long. I thought because it was Sunday morning, it was going to be like a different energy, but got there pretty fast.
And with strep throat.
You got strep throat?
I'm on antibiotics, though.
Fuck.
If Kurt was here, I put it in the intro of the fucking YouTube video. I didn't know he wasn't going to be here. So I was like, I wasn't going to tell Kurt when he edited it. He was gonna be like, "You had fucking strep throat." Fucking lose his mind. But he's
like
not even here.
Kurt's an adult that has gotten strep throat way more time. I mean, I haven't had strep throat since I was 16.
I get it every year.
It's interesting.
Every single year.
Is it certain people just have like prone to
I don't get other stuff. Like I've never gotten the flu.
Interesting.
But every year I get
Never gotten the flu.
Never gotten the flu.
What?
And I've never gotten the flu vaccine either.
Shot.
The flu shot. I'm sorry. Flu shot. I called this a flu vaccine. They're gonna take this video down now. He's talking about the flu vaccine.
I have like a little cold kind of thing because my kids were sick, and like I'm a little nervous going into this fucking surgery. You know what I mean?
You're
supposed to tell them.
They won't. Well, you
but
are.
They did the pre-op testing. They did it. Like so, they did the blood.
You should probably tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
No, 100%.
This is funny.
That I have a little bit of a wheeze?
Well, just tell them that you're a little bit under the weather. You don't want to go in there with your immune compromised. That's when you croak.
Man. That's when you die.
Oh my God, bro.
Fuck.
You should tell them, brother. I'm just saying, be smart.
Listen, if it's my time,
Jesse's
it's my
like,
time.
listen, it's fine. It's not even that bad. I spit up blood like once. Fuck. Last night, a little blood came out of my ass, but it was just a little bit. It has nothing to do with my shoulder. They're going in for my shoulder. What does my ass and my throat have to do with my shoulder? Just fix my shoulder.
Something funny happened this morning on my way here. It's on Sunday morning, you know. I'm thinking like, you know, the roads are nice and calm, and all of a sudden there's like, what's the fucking cop car that they use? The Crown Victoria? What's the
Charger?
Ford? No, the Ford, like the fucking
Impala?
Yeah, I guess like the squad car that everybody
the Impala,
has.
Yeah.
So all white. Like unmarked, and everybody's like all of a sudden going the guy's in the left lane, and he's just like he's going like 28 miles an hour, and there's like 5 cars all like this, right? Fucking like and
keep up with the cop.
Yeah, exactly. It's keep up with the cop. Everybody's playing keep up with the cop. So we're getting to a red light, and I'm pulling up alongside next to him. I look over. And it's this big, fat, fucking cab driver looking motherfucker with like a sandwich on his belly. And I'm like, this isn't a fucking cop. There's like 5 people all like fucking going like this.
Oh, shit, he has that crazy antenna.
He's got like a sandwich like on his stomach.
I guarantee you it was a cop.
I don't think so. I mean, like, it didn't look like a cop. This looked like fucking like Johnny's Taxi.
You know how many times I drive past a cop, everyone's scared. I drive past a cop and he's just like this.
Yeah, definitely.
No seatbelt, no, just driving. And then you look at him, he's like, no, I'm not looking, don't worry. No tickets today, buddy.
I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. My wife's waiting for me.
If you have a car like that, though, that's a struggle.
Yeah.
Because like my wife, she used to have a company car, and it was like the Charger, I guess, which is like what they use sometimes now. And people would go slow as shit in front of her because they thought it was a cop.
Yeah, but now even like even the Durangos, they're using everything. Yeah. Especially the troopers. Troopers fucking use every fucking...
They'll get you.
Yeah.
They get all those cool cars, you know? And they're always losers. Every time I meet a trooper, it's like, hello. It's like, shut up, loser.
Nice hat.
Yeah, cool hat, fucking loser. Cool fucking purple hat.
I had a situation with a cop yesterday, too. Actually, this is going to be racist. I'm going to make myself racist right now. My wife's car broke down in like the parking lot of the deli around the block from our house. Mm-hmm. So I was in Patchogue, like, doing some work at a coffee shop, so she calls me in a fucking panic. I'm like, all right, calm down, I'm coming. I get there, there's like 3 cop cars in the parking lot, unrelated to what she had going on, but like one of the guys from the nail salon, his fucking Prius got hit or some shit like that. While the cop was in the driveway, he sees a guy who has no registration, no inspection, so he's writing him a ticket.
Yeah.
So the guy who got the fucking ticket, he's in the deli after I fixed my wife's car, and he's like, the guy's fucking like, oh man, he's like, I was just driving my daughter's car. She fucking let it all lapse, all the shit. He's like, now I'm getting all these fucking tickets. He's like, my license is expired too. I'm like, all right, buddy, calm down.
Yeah.
So the cop comes in, and the original reason he was there was to deal with the nail salon guy's car who got hit in the parking lot. And he was an Asian guy.
Yeah.
So the cop comes in, and he's like talking to the guy he just gave the ticket to. He's like, hey, I need your help. And I'm like, first of all, this is awkward as fuck.
I need your help.
If I'm this guy, I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck, you just gave me 2 summonses, you cocksucker.
So the fucking cop goes, he's like, did you see where that guy went? And I'm sitting there looking at the cop, and I'm like, there's in this parking lot, in this fucking thing, there's a nail salon, a Chinese food place, a deli, a hookah shop. I'm like, where do you think the Asian guy is, bro? I'm like, he's either in the nail salon or the fucking Chinese food place. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, buddy, not too hard to figure out. Where do you think the Chinaman is? Let's play that game.
Throw
4 stores. Which one are normally Chinese?
Bro, it's gonna be hard for you to make detective at this rate.
He's either doing a massage at the nail salon. All right, it's always the man doing the massage. You're like, oh, do you want a massage? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I do, but please, this is really gay and
don't tell anybody,
dude. Every time I'd go with my wife she would get her nails done. I would get a massage. Dude, those things are fucking. But they crush you, bro. Especially the guys. They're like, okay, elbow.
In a nail salon, they do that?
Mm-hmm. No, they have the one that's seated. Like, you put your... It's like a little at an incline. Yes.
Yeah.
And bro, but...
He digs in there.
It digs in there,
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too, after, but during, dude. When they're on that knot and they're just fucking... Oh, dude, that shit is brutal. Because you're trying not to be a pussy, but you're really like underneath the thing...
When I was going to that athletic trainer guy, they do that. They fucking dig in you. Like, they go into your neck and they fucking, like, all the way down the tendon.
Yeah. You know what's the worst for me? My thighs and my calves. Okay. When they start digging in my calves, I don't know what it is, dude, but my calves, dude, I'm like, get off my calves. I have little calves, dude, and it's like, for some reason, they're so tight.
Do you have a foam roll? You ever do that?
Yeah, that shit hurts.
That shit's nice. It's like hurts so good, you know?
No, I don't know, man. I think it just hurts. I use that shit. I remember.
I'm gonna go with no, it doesn't.
when I was like in the thing for my job, like one of the trainers there used to fucking take a tennis ball and like do all that shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I should try that. You know? I remember like putting it on my leg and I was like, oh my god, that fucking hurts, dude. What the fuck?
I do that with the lacrosse ball, man. That shit's great. That shit fucking.
I feel like you have to know how to do it though, because if you don't know how to do it, you just look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, no, the reason why you look like a fucking idiot is because the first time you do it, it's excruciating pain.
Well, not even just that. Like, you have to know like where to do it.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
You know,
I think a little bit.
I feel like you have to know like, well, you know, I'll just be sitting there. It's in the crack of my ass. Like, is that where it's supposed to be?
I think it's working.
The butt cheeks are like where you start. Like on like the side of your butt cheeks, you roll this way, you roll that way, and that's where you begin, and then you kind of start working throughout the rest of the body.
Oh,
but you activate those butt cheeks, man.
I'll roll once, roll twice, and I'm like, all right. Just start jerking off. Oh, I went across my prostate.
You know, I don't know what it is, but this pain
makes me horny.
Huh?
My favorite part of the massage is when they milk me. You know?
Ew, John. After when they give me the hot towel. Fucking John's so nasty. Oh, man. Oh, my favorite part is when that little Asian woman
You ever see those milking fucking
What's
things?
wrong with you?
You ever see those milking tables?
No.
No?
He's like, I get milked like a cow. I actually do it. I hang down like
have
this,
one
and
at my house.
she pulls from the
It's part of the fantasy I play out with my wife.
Yeah. She's like, go ahead, milk me, lady. She's like, okay, no milk coming out.
Oh my god.
I wasn't expecting it.
Well, this is what happens.
All right, what else?
This is what happens.
Milking.
Well, Well, what's next?
What's next?
What do you got planned for next week?
For next week?
No, yeah, because why did we do it on a Sunday? You guys should
I'm going and getting surgery on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. She's getting surgery. And how long are you going to be out for?
I mean, I think I'm just going to be out for this week. I mean, my plan is to come back to work next Monday. And the doctor, my doctor's cool as shit. I was really nervous about having a fucking dweeb of a fucking guy, but he's not. He seems like a real man.
And he was like,
he was just kind of like, I know that he's like, I know I'm going to tell you don't do this, and you're going to be like, well, how do I fucking cut the line, and how do I do it sooner? And he goes, and he gave me some like realistic stuff. He was like, I'd really like to see you lock up for a week. If you lock up for a week, I feel like it'll have like the initial aspect of the healing. And then he's like, I'd like to see you not drive for 2 weeks. And he said, after 2 weeks, I know you're going to fucking drive anyway, but I'd like to see you not drive for 2 weeks. So
just fucking.
My whole thing is like, if I can get to where I'm at right now, inside of 3 to 4 weeks, I think I can deal with that.
You're gonna have your wife drive you around, or are you just gonna drive? Use your left hand.
Yeah, I mean, I drove fucking the day the shit happened. The next day, I drove.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
One hand.
The surgery might be a little bit more painful though than it will be after they reset it.
Yeah, well, he told me he's gonna give me a fucking like a needle in the neck to kill my whole arm for like 12 hours, and then they're gonna do the regular anesthesia to make me go to sleep. So he said like when you wake up, your whole arm's not gonna be there. Fucking. And then he said, and I was like, I never really took pain pills like that. I never, and he's like, I'm like, I'd rather not if I don't have to. And he's like, all I'm saying is this, is that as soon as your hand wakes up, I need you to take those 2 fucking pills, because if you try to be a tough guy and don't take them,
it's brutal,
and it gets really, really fucking painful. It could set you back.
Yes,
it could set you back. He goes, take the first 2 when your hand wakes up. And then after that, if you feel like you're all right,
you should take it. You should take a little bit before. So that's what happened. I remember I got 3 wisdom teeth taken out at the same time, and they were like, "You have to." They gave me Vicodins, and I was young, and I didn't take it because my mouth was numb, and I was just like, "I don't feel anything."
I'm fine.
Dude. And when that pain hit, bro, I was losing because one of them was impacted, and it was like going this way, so they had to crush it. So they fucked up my gut, bro. It was the worst pain ever, dude.
See, but you know what I'm going on? I feel like. There ain't no way any of the pain that I'm about to feel is anywhere near what I felt when my fucking socket was fucking hanging off.
It's gonna be worse. You know why?
So?
Because they're cutting you open. It's very different. They're moving shit that shouldn't be moved. It's not meant to be moved. And they're just gonna be in there like moving your muscles and shit. Like, this is his muscle. Pull it. Now snap it. See what happens. Snap it.
You hear that?
That's the snap that he's going to be teaching bitches.
Somebody told me that you can hear it crunching around afterwards.
Oh. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, they're doing they're putting hardware in you. They're like, imagine that, dude.
The worst is after you get something like that, every little thing is like, oh, man, I ripped it open again.
Yeah. And the nerves, the thing is, like, the worst pain is nerve pain. Like, nerve
healing.
Fuck, man.
And when you got those nerves, that shit starts firing, you're like, oh! What the fuck, bro? That shit is the worst ever. Nerve pain?
Really making them feel comfortable about this.
And the scariest part is the fact that I'm just going to be at my house doing nothing. Like fucking.
Scariest part is going to have to spend time with my children. Fuck. Buddy, I guess come lay down with me.
And I know my fucking stupid dog is going to like jump on me or something, and it's going to fucking.
Nah, your wife will attack that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bitch, stop jumping on my man.
She does say shit like that.
You're going to come in and fucking...
Oh, bro.
Nah,
you'll be fine.
Nice, though. It's my favorite.
Anesthesia? I don't like that.
You don't like it?
I hate it.
I feel like there's always a possibility you're never going to wake up.
When you wake up,
I always think that.
Always.
I always think like, all right, put me out.
I already said to my wife the other day, I'm like, listen, this is what's going on. If I should not come back, these are my wishes.
These are my wishes. You get no money. It all goes to the dog.
Wait a second. Anybody see that shit on Netflix?
No.
Oh my God, that's something to watch. There's a fucking like docu-series thing. It's called Gunther's Millions. It's like these fucking super rich people this Italian family who like concocted this whole fucking scheme of this make-believe German heiress who left $500 million to a German shepherd. And it's like this crazy social experiment. It's fucking amazing. I'm telling you, you should watch it. It's fucking wild.
So it's make-believe. Didn't really happen.
No, it really happened, but it's like this guy from Italy who's like the son of like this pharmaceutical empire, like to not pay taxes, they fucking concocted this story and like found this legal loophole to where they could leave a trust to a dog, but then they wrote in the legality of the paperwork that like every time the dog dies, they have to get another dog to replace the dog. And like then this guy's like concocting this experiment to where he hires all these hot people from Miami and puts them in a fucking house, and like their job is to take care of the dog, and like but he's making them have sex with each other and fucking.
What the fuck?
It's amazing. It's amazing. You have to watch this thing. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, these are the dogs. Said the dogs bought an Italian football team and hired porn stars to the club board.
Yes, this guy right here. That's him.
That's Gunther or the dog is Gunther?
Maurizio
Mian. Guy's like an evil genius.
What is that? Who's that bitch?
A porn star. That was like the president.
Valentine
She's a
Demi.
porn star?
Yeah, but like 30 years ago.
Oh.
That's like her now.
Oh, that was her before? Wow, it doesn't even look anything. Wow, look at that nipple.
Ew. Ew, John, I hate nipples, dude.
No, this shit was wild. I definitely recommend watching it.
I told you, stop showing me other women's nipples. I don't like it. I only like Nikita's.
I don't go for the shit like that on Netflix.
Me either. If I read the caption and it said that, I'd be like, oh, that's too weird for me.
I do a lot. I don't like the true crime shit, like the murder stuff.
Some of them I like.
But like I always go for like the weird, like what is it, the Tinder swindler?
Yeah, I don't
I like that shit.
Yeah, I didn't. Bro, people are obsessed with You.
I know.
And I don't really think it's that good.
Did you watch the first season?
My wife was.
Yes, I watched the first 2 seasons.
Season 4.
I watched the first 2 seasons.
I watched the first 2.
I'm just
couldn't get into the third.
I'm not. It was cool, like, you know, but nothing like out of the ordinary good. What's the new HBO?
The Last of Us.
Yeah, that show was. I started watching it. I watched the first 3 episodes. Fucking incredible.
That shit's dope.
It's good.
Great. Bro, first fucking episode, his daughter dies, dude. What the fuck?
I know.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, you think that's the girl for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you're thinking like, all right, he's gonna save his daughter the whole season, and this bitch just gets blown away, dude, right in the belly.
I know.
Boom. You know, and she's just like bleeding. And he's like, that was brutal. That was a hard beginning. Wild. I was like, oof.
Where's it going from here?
Then it's like 176 years later. I'm like, Jesus.
The only thing I don't like about that show is the little girl. She's so fucking annoying, and everything she does.
Piece, dude.
Yeah,
she looks like an alien. At first, I first saw her and I was just like, oh,
she's got that mushroom.
They're making her look like
exactly the head,
like the fungus alien. You know, I'm like, oh, she's half fungus alien. Because then you see the little thing and they're holding her, so you're thinking she's half mushroom head.
Did you see the preview for this week's episode with that brolic ass fucking mushroom head guy?
No.
Huh?
Because tonight's the Super Bowl, so I think it came out on Friday. They released it on Friday.
I didn't see it. But
really?
Dude, some of the mushroom, like some of them are regular, like just like meh, and some of them are like real, just mushroom head.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, those motherfuckers are creepy.
That one scene when they were in the upstairs trying to be quiet. In the
museum?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was fucking terrifying.
Dude, I was like, what is that? Because that was the first time you see those mushroom heads.
You're right, yeah.
You know? Because the other times it's just like, bah. Dude, weird.
I know.
Very weird.
Imagine, and then what's so crazy is the beginning when they explain, like, obviously fungus dies in your body because but what if they evolve? And then you start to really think like, oh my God, what if they do evolve?
Temperature is getting warm.
You guys are fucking. I'm like, you guys are making this movie because this is what you're gonna do.
I looked it up. I googled it. I was like, fucking cordyceps mushrooms, fucking temperature. Like I went down the rabbit hole.
Is it true? Like, can that?
No, it's currently not true.
No, not. I'm saying current. Like, is it even possible for them to?
I mean, I don't think anybody could theoretically. I don't think anybody could answer the question definitively. Like, could they evolve? I mean, that's kind of yeah. I guess they could, but
sure.
But anything could evolve and become something different.
Oh man, so I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking gay mushroom. He's gonna be like, come here. Like when the girl was making out with him.
The thing goes into
I was like,
mouth.
why is she making out with him?
That
I'm like, yo, that's such a weird thing to do. It's like, burn the bitch up. Stop fucking making out with this weirdo.
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bold plan to dim the sun by blasting moon dust into space could help cool Earth. What?
Bold plan to dim the sun by
that sounds like a good way to fuck up the world.
I know. It's like, all right, we're going to take a piece of the moon, grind it up, and then we're going to spit it back at the sun.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we just got our moon dust. All right, ready? We're going to semenize the sun.
I saw this yesterday, and I was talking about it. A bunch of people yesterday. I was like, who the fuck thinks this is a good idea? Yeah, I get it. The Earth's getting warmer. You know what? Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, who the
fuck
thinks that's a good idea?
Rogan was talking to, I forget who he was having a conversation with, but they were talking about just the crazy shit that people do. But he said, like, humans, like what the most singular thing that humans do is we make technology. That's what we do. That's been the entire story of the human experience is that we make technology. That's what we do. It's interesting when you think about it.
Yeah, we make babies and technology. That's it.
Exactly. We make more of ourselves and technology. We just make tools to create more options.
Or you get the people who make things that kill people.
Yeah, sometimes you got to kill some people.
Yeah, that's what's happening now. We're depopulating.
Interesting.
That's a thing, right? Like, I think that was on Rogan too. They were saying that there's parts of the world where there's not enough people being created to like,
Elon
people
Musk.
aren't having enough kids.
Elon Musk came out and said that.
10 years ago, they were saying we were making too much movies.
I know. Make up your fucking mind.
So this is a rabbit hole that you can go down, but like the environmental movement, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't think that's fucking like they're sure there's problems and everybody should fix them.
I'm not smart enough.
Kind of stuff. But like there's like theories, like the environmental movement and like a thing called like eugenics, which like all like connects to that the world is overpopulated, we're polluting the planet, humans are a virus.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole like theory about how that connects to like the left liberal
Yeah, 100%.
plan, so that like the elites can rule the world and like have like farms of poor people and shit, and like how like it's not really a true thing. It's
You're gonna be a slave.
yeah.
Wow. This is wild. Look at this. Population growth has declined mainly due to abrupt decline in global total fertility rate. 5.3 in 1963 to 2.4 in 2019.
That's what they wanted, though.
Google the fucking.
Crazy.
Bro, they were on every news channel showing you graphics 10 years ago telling you, like, if we continue at this growth of population, we will run out of resources by 2050.
Yep.
Google like
I'm part of the problem.
climate, like the environmental agenda and eugenics connection.
All right, we'll keep talking while I try to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
this because this is gonna be.
They were talking about it. I forget who he was talking about it.
Did you
with.
watch the thing Kurt watched? I'm not gonna say about what, but you have to watch
What
it,
is it?
Jesse. It's on. It's about the. I'll tell you after because we're gonna fucking sing.
We're not allowed to talk about it?
No.
Oh, it's bad.
No, it's not. I mean, we won't think it's bad, but like, I mean, yes, the documentary is fucked up, but you gotta watch it, dude. It's fucking crazy.
I wish you knew what we were talking about. You can't even give me any fucking context.
Yeah, it's about COVID.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. But dude, fucking insane. I was like, you watch it, and by the end of it, you're like, oh, thank God, dude.
That I didn't get a fucking vaccine. Yeah.
Dude, but just crazy. Like this wasn't like some.
It's the beginning of the mushroom virus.
Dude, it was fucking nuts. It was all.
That's how it evolves.
It was all what's the fucking people called the embalmers. So it was a set of embalmers from all over the country, and they were going over what they've been finding since 2021. Oh my God. And bro, just fucking insane. Because this wasn't like one embalmer or like two embalmers. This was like a fucking group of embalmers, a group of doctors, a group of fucking this and that and that. I was like, and they're going over and they're showing the studies and the things they've been finding and this and that. And I was like, oh man. I was like, jeez.
What's amazing about right now is that like there's no centralized point of information. So it's like it is absolutely impossible to know what is real and what is not.
100%.
And
100%.
everybody has this feeling of questioning everything.
Everything.
It's like,
Yeah.
and there's no real faith in any of these.
Because anything you watch, but here's the fucked up part.
Because you have a budget and you produce something that looks legit.
Yes.
Why is it not legit?
That's what I'm saying. My whole thing is like anything produced now can seem so real. You have to take everything with a grain of salt.
He's covering his face because he knows you have strep throat right now.
No, he's not. He's trying to breathe on his nipples. It makes him feel good.
Yeah, hard. I'm trying to warm him up.
He tries anytime he gets nervous, he just goes.
Yeah, I've had a few freak out moments right now with Kurt. Not yet.
Really?
A few panic attacks.
Well, he does that. I do this.
Yeah. I just jerk off. I'm freaking out right now, bro.
No, this guy goes and opens the front door, make sure there's nobody outside.
I'm fucking crazy.
I rewatched that the other day because someone said something to me. They're like, I just want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. And I was like, huh? No, like with the things you do, don't let anyone make you feel down about who you are. Yeah, because Kurt was like, you're crazy.
For doing what?
Remember? Because we were doing the opening of the front door, and you were saying,
yeah.
And I was like, I was confused. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they were like, the episode. I just watched the episode, and I was like, oh, I had to go back and watch it because I forgot.
Listen, I'm crazy too.
I was like, what are you talking about? You know? It doesn't matter if when you get nervous, you pull out your penis in public.
Oh my God. No, I'm
really
crazy,
nervous right now.
I'm not worried about it, man. I feel like,
No, you got to be a little crazy in this world. Got to be a little crazy to survive. You know? Otherwise,
crazy.
Otherwise, you'll just never. Bro, it is hot in here.
We turned up the heat because it goes down on the weekends.
You guys look like you're having a fucking pajama party over there with your fucking sweatsuits.
Real cash, you know?
Well, it's fucking Sunday morning. I wasn't gonna come here
Might have
dressed.
worn my
I look at
slippers.
I know I was about to come in with some fucking flippy floppies.
Bathrobe.
You know? I looked at my wife, I'm like, where are my sweatpants? I need to throw on
You know,
sweatpants.
another thing that I watched, which was interesting, is I watched the documentary on the GameStop thing. The fucking eat the rich.
I watched that.
That was interesting, man.
Very interesting.
Immediately,
Very
I
cool.
was like, shit, I got to get on Reddit.
Very cool. The Reddit community is
Amazing.
very, very cool, but very weird.
Well, it depends where you go. It's like anything else. I was watching a thread yesterday. It was like, watch people die inside. And it's not like people dying, but it's like people being embarrassed in public. Fucking amazing.
Though they got the best videos on there, dude. Because there's no like censorship.
None.
They put whatever the fuck they want on
It's
there.
like where memes came from.
Yeah.
Ooh, you hear my belly? That's the antibiotics eating away my intestines because I got no food in it. Just coffee. Just coffee and antibiotics is in my system right
Breakfast of Champions.
The antibiotics like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? There's nothing in here. I'm just gonna burn your intestine. Because there's nothing for me to fucking chew up. What is that?
This is the thread of watching people die inside. These videos are the best.
Oh, she turns it off, the baby?
Yep.
He's like, oh, okay, stupid bitch.
Yep. Guy's like in the middle of the game.
He's like, oh, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And what? He doesn't even get mad. What a good father. He's like, it's
This
okay.
is the one. This is the one I was watching. This is DJ on New Year's Eve. Watch. This guy's all fired up to drop the beat.
Oh!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh!
Just fucking champagne all over his
Oh!
Oh my God.
He's like, no! Is that ruining it? Is that ruining it?
Does what ruin what?
Is that small champagne on it? Is that totally ruining it?
No.
Probably not, right?
I mean, it possible, but I don't think so.
What's going on here?
Police raid an illegal dance club in India.
Illegal
That
dance
doesn't look
club.
too hot.
I know.
Well, I mean, this is the extent of it.
Look
he's
at that
like-
guy. Look at that guy.
He's like, come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Shake out your thing.
Oh, that's the cop. The camera is the cop. And you see people's faces just turn. It's pretty
Oh, the camera's the cop?
Yeah.
He's like, come on. I see all your illegal dancing. Turn around. Get out.
Oh, this guy, Edward.
Oh, this was it. This was the thing I was talking about, where he
What?
exposes the guy Ponzi scheme, brings up all of his fucking old shit. Like, look, man, named before you. And this is guy on this thing. He was trying to get people to give him money to invest. And Edward Snowden was the guy. That's right. I forgot. And then
He
he just dropped off.
I know. He said it as if it was a regular podcast guy. He's like, this is a guy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You think he'll ever come back to America?
I don't
Snowden?
know. I don't think so.
You don't think there's a president? I feel like if Trump gets reelected, he's gonna be like, Edward Snowden, come back. We will allow you to come back. And then he comes back and he's like, hang him, traitor.
Psych.
Hey, psych. Fooled you, idiot. You're not so smart. I'm smarter than you. Now we're gonna hang you in public. So we're bringing back public hangings. Everybody, if you would like to watch, it'll be in front of my house in Florida, where it's beautiful. I hate New York.
Yo, Trump, man. Trump's a wild boy. He's
Crazy,
a wild
dude.
boy. 7 years old, still just
Yo,
wilding.
the fact that Dave Portnoy was able to get him for an interview is legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legendary, bro. I mean,
How did Rogan not get him?
I know. Well, Rogan didn't want him.
Yeah.
Rogan was like, I think they spoke, and Rogan.
Trump might not have wanted to do it.
No, Trump wanted to do
Trump
it.
wanted to do
and
it.
Rogan was like, I think he gave him like a list of demands or something. And Trump was like, you do not demand me. I give you my demands, Mr. Rogan. You know, who's giving demands to Trump?
I think that probably would have been a terrible interview.
It would have been two alphas.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have given up. And you know what was cringy?
I don't think Trump can have a real conversation.
Have you ever seen the Rogan episode with Steven Crowder?
No.
Dude, that is one cringy episode, dude, because Rogan, that's one of the only times Rogan totally was just being a total dick.
Yeah?
And like being like outwardly angry and totally unreasonable. And it was very embarrassing.
Why do I feel like I don't really know Crowder too much? He's like a right-wing guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Smart guy though. Very smart.
He's
guy.
a comedian or he's like a talking
He
head?
does stand up. But
Okay.
he's very intelligent, very smart guy. He's the one who started doing.
He's a comedian, but he blends into the political sphere. He goes that way.
His podcast is a little of both. He does like skits in the morning.
I never liked that. Like I don't like fucking what's his name?
Who?
The left version of that.
Oh,
he's been around forever. Bill Maher.
Bill Maher's one.
But Bill Maher now, it seems like he's starting to come. He's coming over to the center.
He's coming more center. He was very left.
John Stewart also did that. John Stewart's like fucking insane. Like
he's very political now.
Kill the police.
But he said no. But John Stewart, he does that. But then he also does. He'll like fight for like firefighters and shit.
Interesting.
And he's like a big 9/11 guy, like giving their pension.
Yeah.
He shows up to a lot of Port Authority shit.
Interesting.
The Rogan thing with Crowder was about weed. That was the big thing.
Joe is really sensitive.
They were debating about weed, and Steven made like a couple points that were reasonable, and like Joe just totally was.
Joe's super sensitive on
when it comes to weed.
When it comes to weed,
yeah,
because like I think that he's the kind of person that like does a lot of really positive things, like for his body, and like really tries
and
to
he's insecure about the weed.
But he fucking smokes weed like all day, every day, and I think
weed is delicious, and the black stuff that comes out of it isn't bad for your body. It's actually good for your penis.
He doesn't want to feel. He doesn't want to feel bad about that.
No.
So anytime anybody challenges weed, you see him get fucking super.
It was an old interview, but it was one of the times I was like, I was like, let's turn this off.
Rogan was talking a lot about weed this week. He had Be Real from Cypress Hill on it, and it was a fucking great episode.
Look at fucking Mike Tyson. I love that man.
That
man could do no wrong for
me.
Amazing.
Be Real has a show similar to Mike Tyson's where it's called the Smoke Box. It's just a fucking box where they get high in and they do the episode in there.
Dude, I would be paranoid. I'd be the guy in the corner not talking. They'd be like, "Yo, what's up? Why you not talking?" I'm like,
Rogan was on it. I think Rogan was on the show.
Was he?
He was in the Smoke Box. Yeah.
I don't know, baby.
Oh my god. Kurt, you're gonna have to blow it out.
I don't get fucking stupid high like that anymore.
I like just loving it. I like to minimize the amount of shit I do.
Dude, he is so high, bro.
Be Real is just chilling.
Yeah, bro, he doesn't get high anymore. And he has that vato, the cholo behind him. He's like, yo, I killed 3 people in my lifetime.
Yo, that car, the interior of that car looks dope.
Cool.
That leather? Look at that brown leather.
That's not leather. Well, the brown, the suede up top.
Ooh, that shit is fire.
So Be Real was saying that when they started doing this, the dude in the back was like he was giving all the guests dabs instead of just like regular weed. And he's like, and then he told them not to, and he was still doing it anyway. He's like, I fucking told you not to give them dabs. These people can't even talk.
And they're like, dude, if I took a dab right now, comatose.
Yeah?
I'd be on the floor.
You'd just be like,
I know, my eyes would be closed. I'd be gagging. I'd be drooling and gagging. Save me. Do you dab?
I mean, whatever. If you got it, I'll smoke it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But when's the last time you've actually done it?
Dab?
Yeah.
Probably a long time ago.
A lot of people don't like it because it looks very druggy.
It looks very, they wax.
Heating up a nail and shit.
It's like crack. It looks like a crackhead. It's like, get the rose stamp, baby. Get me that rose stamp.
That shit's a different kind of high, though, man. You fucking...
Dude, I watch crackheads. I'm telling you, I watch crackheads at work, like right after. And it's like, that is one fucked up drug.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I was talking about dabs.
Oh, yeah. I think the night we did the War and Fear interview stuff, when Kai had that pipe, I think that was a dab thing.
Oh, I was going to say, Kai does crack? That makes so much sense.
No.
He's just back there strumming the guitar, jerking off, and smoking the crack. It should
but back to Wolf of Wall Street, that's one of the best fucking scenes when Jonah Hill's like, just fucking smoke crack with me, man. That's fucking wrong. That was the best.
And he's like, yeah, dude, that fucking movie, dude. That movie.
Just fucking smoke crack with me, man. Fucking amazing.
I gotta watch it again.
What's that?
I gotta watch it again now.
Jonah Hill's performance was better than Leonardo DiCaprio's performance.
Jonah Hill's had some funny fucking performances, and he's also had some bad
This last movie.
Fucking new movie.
Dude.
You people?
That is horrible.
Oh, bro.
What a cast.
How does that guy show his face?
Bro, I hope they paid Eddie Murphy so much money.
Yeah, but I'm not even mad at Eddie Murphy because Eddie Murphy did what Eddie Murphy does.
Yeah, he does Doolittle and Dr. Doolittle. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Eddie Murphy doesn't do anything different than what he does. That's Eddie
true.
Murphy. He was being Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
Jonah Hill, like, this guy's won Oscars and shit. And, like,
I know.
how the fuck? It was like, hey, you know what?
And they're like, she's not gonna kiss you. And the only reason they let that happen is because she's Nipsey's wife, and like she whatever she's comfortable with, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, oh, so get somebody else.
It was just weird.
Get somebody else. The dynamic was super weird. It was awkward just to even watch
Whose wife? That's Nipsey Hussle's fucking
ex. That's well.
So she didn't kiss
widow.
him because her husband who died 4 years ago?
That's the only thing I can assume.
Or because she didn't
Right?
find him attractive, or she actually skeeved him.
Well, she probably skeeved him. She probably was not attracted to him. But then don't do the movie.
Yeah.
I think he's like I was saying to you the other day that I think he's like fucking Adam Sandler now though with Netflix. Like they gave him a fucking bag to only do Netflix.
Yeah, but if they're giving me a bag, I'm telling them, listen. There's certain things that have to happen.
You're not gonna make me look bad.
He just came out with a documentary that was really
Stunts.
good. So it's like, dude,
What's that movie called?
Studs.
What's the one called?
You people.
dude, you have to be able to tell these people, listen, this is horrible.
think he might have
You can't CGI a kiss.
I mean,
That's ridiculous, dude.
I guess like I guess when you make this much stuff, it's bound to happen that some stuff's not going to be good.
No,
But
no,
It
no,
just
no.
felt, but it was also like he wrote it. He wrote the movie.
No way
Oh,
he
he
wrote
did
it.
right. He did right.
He wrote it, and it's like, what the
Well,
fuck?
the way he wrote it would probably have been good. They fucking look. Even the podcast portion in the beginning was super cringy. It didn't feel like a podcast.
The whole thing was cringy. It's like, I'm this
The very
rich
beginning, it's like-
Jewish kid from Beverly Hills, but I'm real cool with black people because I like Amex sneakers. Like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
man?
and then like there's still like the drop of like the Witherspoon sneakers and like all of like the hottest sneakers. I'm like, this is fucking cringe.
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, drop me off in South Central because I can ball with the brothers. You know what I mean?
I forgot
Like,
about
what
that.
the fuck, man?
about
Like,
that.
this is not real.
And then
like, I
Eddie
feel like if
Murphy-
I was a black person, I'd be offended as fuck at that movie.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy is like the blackest guy ever. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I hated that.
His name
Lord,
was
I
like
hated that.
fucking Shakur or something like that.
Nah,
Like, what?
man, you had they took. I don't know what I want to say so many things, but I won't. But I won't say it. I'll keep it to myself. But the movie was absolutely terrible, and I'm disappointed because Jonah Hill in the past has fucking crushed on so many levels.
He's legit living legend, icon of our generation. He's the shit.
Yes.
He is fucking flawless.
Yes.
You can't say a damn fucking
But
negative thing about this guy.
they
But
should
this
have picked a better
project
cast.
sucked.
They should have picked a much better cast, something he could roll off of.
The
He
cocaine
needed
scene
people-
was funny at the fucking club. That was funny.
He should have. He should have surrounded himself with people he felt comfortable with.
And also Andrew Schultz's cameo, and that was very strange.
Weird.
Cringy and like not like it's like he's a known guy. People know him. But why have him in there if he's like he had one line at the fucking engagement party and like a half a line in the club? Like why was he even there? Like they basically had him as an extra.
There was no
Very
fucking
weird.
saving this movie. The
No.
fucking cast, fuck the cast. They
Who
should have
the
just
fuck was that?
I don't know.
Who's?
cleaning or something. They should have just lit that fucking script on fire.
No, I don't
terrible.
think
This
it was
bitch,
the
too.
script.
Fucking Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I'm like, bro, you should fucking end your career after
Dude.
that. Fucking
I
awful.
don't think it was a script though, because I'm telling you, bro, the storyline itself might have been good if he had the right people. It was done very weird. Like I don't know, man.
And the actress, like she was Nipsey Hussle's wife. Was she an actress or she's
yeah,
just
yeah.
She's always
in
been-
this because
She's done like lower, like mid
I think she
level.
was in The Shy, maybe.
She's been in a few things.
Atlanta.
ATL, like yeah, she's been in a few
okay,
things,
okay.
but still, you gotta find somebody who at least kiss you, bro. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
at the very minimum, because the chemistry was not there.
It was so bad.
You can tell it was
It
awkward,
was so bad.
and it was like, dude, find someone that you can have some chemistry with that might fuck you in real
I
life.
wonder, like, has he?
You know, like for real.
Yeah, like fucking Queen Latifah or something.
Ooh, fuck.
Queen Latifah is a lesbian, and she does a better job at like playing a love interest.
She's a lesbian? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
Nia
lesbian.
Long, though, one of the all-time hottest.
Nia Long was hot back in the day.
Nia Long is great.
She was in a great Wall Street, what was that, Boiler Room. You ever see that?
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Amazing.
Oof.
Great movie.
She was young.
I wonder what they're
Giovanni
saying. I wonder
Ribisi?
what do you think they're thinking right now? Like, because
Who?
you know they've gotten a lot of fucking like your movie's terrible.
You know what's an interesting thing is that like
It must affect you as an
after
artist.
like, I wonder, like, if I was him, right? If I was Jonah Hill, and like after this comes out, and like it's dog shit. Like, unless like I was contractually obligated, I'd be like, yeah, no, it was a dub. Sorry, guys, fucking sucked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, that's what I would say.
I'd probably go out there and be like, I just want to say I'm really sorry. I guarantee you, if he was able to speak freely, he'd be like, listen, I asked for this. They told me no. I needed to have this person and blah blah. If he was able to be real, he would say that. But Netflix was probably like, listen, great job, Jonah. Okay, here's $15 million.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another cornball fucking movie in a year.
What do you got next?
I mean, like, in the little production experience that we have here doing small projects, like the endeavor of a feature film, like the amount of fucking people and shit that takes place. That's a hard thing to do.
For sure.
That's a hard thing to do.
For sure, 100%. The amount of scenes and cuts
and interpretation and collaboration and all the different people with their opinions and wild shit.
But sometimes that's what I'm saying. If you have, bro, even like sometimes with like you deal with companies. Companies have an idea of what might be good. You know it's not good. But if you have 11 people at the company telling you, no, it's gonna be good.
Sure.
And you do, you know it's dog shit.
Yep.
Like, you think Jonah wasn't fucking, he was going through his whole thing like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, you probably dying inside.
But, they probably paid him like, $30 million.
Yeah, but I mean, look.
He got another beach house in Malibu.
Yeah, cool.
Bro, even the fucking name, they gave him like the most Jewish name
Ezra.
ever. And Eddie Murphy's name is Akbar.
Akbar, yeah.
It's like, all right, what's a quality Muslim name?
Should we have him say boom shakalaka or no?
David Duchovny is fucking Arnold.
He's awesome.
He's a great actor.
He's awesome.
He's a great actor.
Fucking
Mike Epps is Uncle EJ.
Mike Epps is like, hey, Mike Epps, you want to play the same character that you've played for the last 30 years and do the same exact thing you do in every movie?
Look at that. Isaac, you know who they are based on their just by their names.
Yeah.
Sheila, Renee, Isaac, Booby.
It's like
Becca.
These are all the Jewish people.
Yeah,
these are all the African American people.
Mr. Greenbaum.
Wait, accounting just called and it says we need at least 2 Asians.
No, it's
we need at least 2 Asians.
What's a common Asian name? Kevin Lee.
Yeah, it was bad, man. It was really bad. And it and you didn't think how could it be bad? It's Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy, you're going into it like it's probably gonna be good.
Dude, I remember seeing
he's a podcast host.
Dude, I saw the fucking the cover and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
And I turned it on with my wife. I watched like 15 minutes and I was like, this is horrible, bro. I was like, I hope this gets better. And it just got progressively worse. The first scene of them in the podcast was so cringy because it's like, bro, you know, you've been on a podcast. Do like a real podcast would do. Like, this is not a real podcast.
You know what was really funny?
And the Instagram the live streamers that were fucking, it was moving like crazy. I'm like, keep that shit still. Why is there so many people in and out?
What's amazing is they're supposed to be like this fledgling podcast is just starting out, and when they open up, they're in this like incredible space.
Incredible space with like 100,000 fucking live stream numbers, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's the only thing I thought was cool. I was like, we got to get a podcast house.
I was actually thinking like fucking.
I know.
Crazy.
A startup fucking podcast is being done in someone's bedroom, you cocksucker. Not this major fucking studio that you're putting up on TV, like on a movie. It's like brand new podcast with 100,000 live streamers in this mansion. Like.
You see like a trend towards like a lot of the podcasts are like moving into like house or apartment, situations.
Well, no, it's the live streamers that are fucking pushing that. So like they're doing like live streamathons. And they're putting cameras, these big live streamers are putting cameras in every room. And they're literally just like creating their own show.
It's like Big Brother.
It's fucking pretty cool. And he's like...
Well, Logan Paul does that now. Like they do it but Joe Budden does that.
Yeah, I think you're giving too much at that point.
I don't know.
I feel like it's cool, but what are you doing it once a week? If you're doing it once a week, whatever. Like,
sure.
Filming for 12 hours straight, whatever. But, like, I'm not doing that every day.
No.
That's fucking nuts. I'm not giving you my whole life every single fucking day.
No.
One day I'm gonna do something nasty, and then I'm gonna.
Would you ever wear that?
Never.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we gotta do the Patreon.
Never.
I'll wear it for the Patreon.
All right. We're going to the Patreon where we can say what we really want to say. Love you. Bye.